Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Arabic Khatawat. In this video, we're going to cover the 8th verb pattern in the chart that we've been using in this series of Arabic roots and pattern system. The verbs we selected for today's videos are jama'a, which is form 1, and ijtama'a, which is form 8. The root that both of them share is je, me, a. And as we learned before, we always look at the verb in the past, then look at it in the present. That way we can see how it changes the pronunciation once you switch. And then we have also past and present. So listen to how I'm reading them. جمع جمع يجمع يجمع اجتمع يجتمع يجتمع. Let's look at a few examples, that way we can see the verbs in different contexts, and we'll most likely see a lot of idiomatic expressions, so please take notes of new vocabulary. The verb jama, as you can see here, it's جمع as a verb, فعل. جمع يجمع, and that's the same order we placed in the previous videos as well, past and present. جمع يجمع. جمع جمع is a noun, جمعا. The person is جامع. جامع. He gathers. He's the one who performs the gathering action. And then we have al-maf'ul, done with it or by it, and this is an object, and it means majmu', gathered, majmu'. As we're looking at these examples, I'm going to be placing the short cases, but also highlighting the new vocabulary, nouns, and also synonyms of the same verb or meaning of gathering. جمع بين. جمع بين. بين, between. So جمع could also mean combine. جمع بين الأمرين. الأمرين. الأمرين literally means matters, or the two matters. If you're referring to one matter, you would say amr. Amr. One matter, one issue. The verb مزج. مزج. It means blend and also combine. So مزج, I'll write it here, blend. بينهما. بينهما. He combined the two. The example here we have is جمع كتابه. His book combined between بين النظرية. النظرية, that's a new word, theory. النظرية والتطبيق, and practice. والتطبيق. So I'll write them together here so you can see them. Let's see. النظرية. النظرية. And then we have التطبيق, practice. التطبيق, practice. The other word we have, or in the following sentence, the expression, an idiomatic expression that means جمع الآراء. He gathered opinions. جمع الآراء. الآراء. And the singular form, this is plural, the singular form of opinions in Arabic is ra'i. I'll write the singular form here. الرأي, one opinion. He gathered opinions. جمع الآراء. It means he gathered votes. جمع الأصوات. الأصوات. الأصوات literally means voices and referring to the votes. في الانتخابات. In the elections. الانتخابات. The third sentence we have جمع الشمل, and this is also an idiomatic expression referring to reuniting the family members after probably a dispute or a disagreement to create more of a harmony. And then we have the verb ألف. ألف. He bonded between. ألف بين. He bonded, verb to bond. بين القوم. And القوم is a new word for community or large group of people. و is and, so please don't add it to the verb. It's separate from the verb because the verb is جمع. المتفرقين. We have a lot of plurals in these examples today, so please note the plural nouns and also the plural verb conjugation. I will point to it when it comes in an example. المتفرقين. المتفرقين are the divergent or the separated people. منهم, amongst them. جمع القلوب. This is the fourth sentence, and it's also an idiomatic expression. It means he gathered the hearts, he reunited them, bonded between them, and created a harmony. And we have the verb to bond. ألف ها. And ha here, it refers to hearts. And hearts is a feminine plural in this example. That's why you have feminine possessive pronoun. Possession. ألفها or reference. He bonded or united them. And it also refers to the verb وحد. وحد, and I'll write it here. وحد, unite. And if you've heard of الأمم المتحدة, the United Nations, I'll write it up here. The United Nations is الأمم, nations, المتحدة. So the verb وحد, unite, it has to do with the meaning of unification, United Nations. The same meaning of creating harmony. So unite is وحد. بينهما, among them or between them. So we're going to read these sentences without all these notes, but I hope you can pause the video right now or after the premiering is done to look at the new vocabulary, write down the nouns, and write down the synonym verbs or the verbs that share the exact same meaning as gather, which is blend, join, combine. Even in English and Arabic, they would have different translations. So please pause the video or take a moment to take some notes. Now let's read these examples by looking at how we're pronouncing them and repeat as I pick up a faster pace. جمع بين. جمع بين الأمرين. مزج بينهما. جمع بين الأمرين مزج بينهما. جمع كتابه بين النظرية والتطبيق. Now let's repeat together. جمع بين الأمرين. جمع بين الأمرين. مزج بينهما. مزج بينهما. جمع كتابه. جمع كتابه بين النظرية والتطبيق. بين النظرية والتطبيق. Now I'm going to read the sentence faster. Please listen in. جمع بين الأمرين. مزج بينهما. جمع كتابه بين النظرية والتطبيق. Now repeat. The second sentence. جمع الآراء. جمع الآراء. جمع الأصوات. جمع الأصوات في الانتخابات. في الانتخابات. Now repeat with me and then I will read faster, then give you some time to read on your own. Repeat with me. جمع الآراء. جمع الآراء. جمع الأصوات. جمع الأصوات في الانتخابات. في الانتخابات. Now repeat as I read faster. جمع الآراء. جمع الأصوات في الانتخابات. Next sentence. جمع الشملة. جمع الشملة. ألف بين القوم. ألف بين القوم. وجمع المتفرقين منهم. وجمع المتفرقين منهم. Now repeat after me as I read twice. جمع الشملة. جمع الشملة. ألف بين القوم. ألف بين القوم. وجمع المتفرقين منهم. وجمع المتفرقين منهم. I'll read faster, then you repeat. جمع الشملة. ألف بين القوم. وجمع المتفرقين منهم. The fourth sentence. جمع القلوب. جمع القلوب. ألفها ووحد بينها. جمع القلوب. ألفها ووحد بينها. جمع القلوب. ألفها ووحد بينها. Now I'm going to read faster, then you repeat. جمع القلوب. ألفها ووحد بينها. Now let's look at the other verb and then we're going to follow the exact same pattern. We have only 3 sentences here with the English translation. The pattern we have is the 8th pattern, which is اجتمع, rhyming with افتعل, which is the 8th form or the 8th pattern. We're looking at the first example, and here you have all of them in the same pattern. Let me just go through them here. اجتمع, which is the past And then we have the preposition اجتمع بي, and then the present يجتمع. اجتماع is the noun. مجتمع, be careful with the kasra. You place the kasra here because it means the person is meeting with someone. Because the moment you mention مجتمع with fatha on the meme, you're referring to society. You're not saying the person is meeting with someone, but you're saying society. So be careful with kasra underneath the meme. Then you have مجتمع به, مجتمع به, and it's an object. It's gathered around it or about that topic. The examples we have here are اجتمع القوم. اجتمع القوم. The people got together. اجتمع القوم. Synonym verb or another verb is انضم. انضم, join. انضم بعضهم إلى بعض. And بعضهم إلى بعض, it means each other. I will read it. بعضهم إلى بعض. Joined each other. They joined each other. انضم بعضهم إلى بعض. انضم with ضاد, not the. انضم بعضهم إلى بعض. That means اتحدوا. And as I was saying earlier, there is a list of plural nouns and also plural verb conjugation. So here the verb is اتحد, unite. And here we have they united, اتحدوا. And I'll just say here they, that way you know that the verb conjugation is in the plural form. اتحدوا و and اتفقوا, they agreed. اتفقوا. So the verb is اتفق. اتفق. The second sentence is اجتمع. I'll correct this one here. اجتمع به, and we're using the prepositions of place. And also اجتمع معه. We can also say with him. مع is with and who, him. He met with him. اجتمع معه. And the synonym is التقى. They're the same. التقى, met. به, with him. He met with him. أو or أو قابله, and we were introduced to this verb before. قابله, met with him again. So you have اجتمع, التقى, قابل. 3 different verbs in Arabic that share the exact same English translation. The third example is اجتمع المدير, and the kasra is under the dal. اجتمع المدير بالموظفين, and here's another plural, which means staff or employees. And the singular form is موظف with the, not the, موظف, and that's one employee or one staff member. اجتمع المدير بالموظفين. اجتمع المدير بالموظفين. So again, take a moment, please, to look at these words and then take notes of the new vocabulary or synonym verbs before you start reading the sentences. So I'll give you a moment to look at the words, then you can take notes. So let's read the sentences again. الجمل. الجمل is sentences. الجمل. So the first sentence, الجملة الأولى. اجتمع القوم. اجتمع القوم. انضم بعضهم إلى بعض. اجتمع القوم. انضم بعضهم إلى بعض. اتحدوا واتفقوا. اتحدوا واتفقوا. Now read with me. اجتمع القوم. انضم بعضهم إلى بعض. اتحدوا واتفقوا. I'll read faster. اجتمع القوم. انضم بعضهم إلى بعض. اتحدوا واتفقوا. Now repeat. The second sentence. اجتمع به. اجتمع به. اجتمع معه. اجتمع معه. التقى به. التقى به. أو قابله. أو قابله. Now read along. اجتمع به. اجتمع معه. التقى به. أو قابله. Listen to how I'm going to read faster. اجتمع به. اجتمع معه. التقى به. أو قابله. Third sentence. اجتمع المدير بالموظفين. اجتمع المدير بالموظفين. اجتمع المدير بالموظفين. Now read along. اجتمع المدير بالموظفين. I'll read faster, then you can repeat. اجتمع المدير بالموظفين. So that'll be all for today, and the next videos will introduce the 9th and the 10th forms that are left in the charts. Please follow the exact same pattern we did before in all the previous videos. Take notes of the new vocabulary, write all the synonyms, combine the verbs with their forms, and then the pattern that they all share. So thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the other videos. Assalamu alaikum.